Guys, welcome back to another episode of The Tuck. It's a brand new week. I am your host, Edward underscore ENT, and here we have the one and only.
Wellington on air. Hi, everybody. I am so happy to be back for another episode of The Tug, another recap of Drag Race All Stars 10. 18
Wow.
queens face in the tournament.
They do indeed. I'm ready for All Stars 10. As you already know, we are now on our second bracket this episode.
Finally,
I'm excited. It feels
the
like
bracket that we've all been waiting for.
it's like a brand new season all over again.
Like, you get to tell me I get Mistress and Georges in the same bracket?
And-
Sign me up. Take my money.
And as a late, contender in the Drag Race world, I'm going to be real with you. Even though I have rewatched seasons,
As a late contender, you act like you just started watching Drag Race
well,
yesterday.
not just yesterday, but I'm now becoming familiar with Nicole Page Brooks, and I'm there. Like, that's my bitch.
Go
I'm
like
with
that
her.
again because I don't like that. Yep.
That wasn't meant
Period.
to happen.
I know you have to be with this camera, honey. We've been improving the virtual setup for you guys because we understand that you guys deserve everything when it comes to life. And one of those things is that when you're watching our show and you're listening to our show, you deserve good sound, you deserve good quality video. So we've been trying to, upgrade the setup even when it comes to when we're doing virtual episodes. So like that, you guys are still being fed good quality content. So one of those things is that this new camera that we got, you got to be careful with the hand gestures, child. It be so sensitive and it be start doing stuff.
And you gotta be weary for the shady queens of this season. So we
Great
have we have these bad bitches come into the workroom,
Right.
and we start off. Well, I'm not gonna even go in order. I'm just gonna go off who I remember. But
Yeah.
we have Mistress, who you want to do entry looks as well.
Yeah, so Mistress is wearing this like black laced gown situation with a cutout, but it's like a pant at the same time. So she has pants under it. It's like a bodysuit, but it's also a dress. It's really cute. It's a great I think this is quintessential Mistress. It looks great on her. And it's a great entrance look. I loved it. And her face is painted to the gods.
I mean, her face paint is never something to question, and also she came in with that All Stars look, but not so much like the All Stars whole different face. She had,
Yeah.
like she
I mean,
elevated.
I
Not to
love the
say she
fact that
didn't.
like we all know that Mistress lost a little weight, so I love the fact that she lost that weight after All Stars and not necessarily like she came into All Stars like with the All Stars glow up. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with it because that's the point of All Stars. You come back and you look like a whole completely different person. Your drag has elevated and all of that. But it's just good to see good old Mistress back.
Indeed. And then we have our baby Georges.
Georges. I really love this look from Georges. I also thought it was quintessential Georges in the sense of like we're getting legs, we're getting her movement, but she's giving us some drama because this, even though when you take the back piece of this, it's just like a little cute corset, I guess. Not even.
But
like
it's a corset on Georges. You know Rue loves him his Georges. That bitch go wear a napkin and
Right. No, she looks great. I love the hair. It's dramatic. It's up. She's painted. Like Georges is painted in this entrance look. She looks
sister,
great.
she's pickled.
She looks really, really great, and I'm really proud of her.
Honestly, all of them.
Well, we talked about Georges, and right before that, we talked about her Texas sister, Mistress Isabel Brooks. And while talking about the Brooks, let's get into the other Brooks dynasty. Nicole Page Brooks.
Yes, Miss Nicole. I'm obsessed. So I was speaking with Newman before the season started. He's like, "Oh my god, like that bitch is funny. Like you're gonna love her. She does great."
She is
drag."
hilarious.
And Newman never steered me wrong. Definitely, I'm like, bitch, I need to go. It just makes me, if I'm being real with you, I'm like, damn, like these hoes is still funny. All like that bitch has seen it all, and
Yeah,
she's
because
just keeping
to
it
be
key.
completely honest, it's no shade. I think it's really the gayness that makes you funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think it's really like we have this thing as gay people, as
So you're
queer
saying gay people are funny?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. As queer people, we have this thing where like we make we make the best out of the worst situations, and we have to find the laughter even when we're going through it. And how many of us can relate with, being in the closet, feeling depressed, feeling down, not feeling great about yourself, but still having to find the humor and still having to find the life in life. So
We all have something in common.
whether you did drag in season 1 or you did drag in season 110, you're going to be funny because, honey, it's the lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, and she is obviously giving us that lifestyle. She comes in, she's giving us
What lifestyle?
well,
That
she,
season 2 lifestyle?
she's
No shade.
but she is funny. It's like,
Let's get into this look, though. Is it a wet or is it a regret? Because for me, no shade, it was a regret. Can I say why?
why?
It was a regret because I do like. Let me explain why for me it was a regret. The reason why it's a regret for me is because I do not like the fact that the wig does not match the same tone of the dress. If you're gonna go for a monochromatic moment, I feel like the wig is just way too of a different
shade.
color of what she's wearing, and this is what happens when you live in New York City adjacent. Yeah, to me, I feel like the wig is just not matching the dress. And I gave this critique when I was watching it live with my friends. I just felt like it looked tacky, like on the television. It looked tacky, like it felt like the wig was not the same. And then I do like her garment, like what she's wearing is great, but also it's giving pedestrian, no shade,
That's what I was
because
gonna
that
say.
face,
I
that
think
face,
her
this is
drag.
something the aunties wear to church on, well,
We
I don't
gonna
know if to
spare
church,
her.
but
We gonna spare her. She ain't been on the set. She ain't know what was happening. She said, "Oh,
that's not an
We're recording now."
excuse.
Well,
That's not an excuse. You decided to come on Drag Race in 2025, and you haven't been in Drag Race since
so
1977.
he is
So
not a fan
no, I am. You see,
of the
you like
outfit,
doing that.
of the
You like
outfit.
you like doing that in
He
this
is not.
podcast, and I'm gonna put a
Here
stop
we
to that.
go. We're gonna run the clips. Run the clips
You like
back.
you like doing
Run.
that on this podcast, where
Where
every
what
time
I
I give an
do?
opinion, you like to make me a hater of these girls.
Oh my goodness, me?
I am not a hater of these girls. I'm just giving my opinion when it comes to their drag,
They can
when it
never
comes to
make
this
me hate you.
competition. Exactly. And also
Exactly.
to all
Stand
of the
your ground on your
girls,
belief.
all of the girls that are watching us on I was gonna say Patreon. We don't have no Patreon channel. All of the girls that are watching us on YouTube, I'm wearing my Cowboy Carter exclusive merch sip up. Okay,
That's the one you found on the Lost and Found, right?
girl, this was $150, honey. Only the girls with coin have this one. Okay.
Mine is still shipping. They're custom making it. Nah, it's cute. So, if you haven't been keeping up with Wellington on TikTok, he got to go to Cowboy Carter, 2 tickets
yeah,
last minute. And
let's do a little intermission. Girls, to all of the girls that are listening, honestly, I will never ever participate in a pre-sale again. I'm sorry, girl. Like, it's just not happening. The pre-sale is a scam that Todd set up, and I
Okay.
am not going to be participating in it again, because why did I get, mind you, when the Beyonce pre-sale came about, I got my tickets, right? Like
Yeah.
my actual tickets for tonight. Actually, we're recording this on Wednesday, May 28th, and I'm going to go see Beyonce tonight. However, the first day she was here, I was at the gym and I was like, "Oh my God, Beyonce's here!"
Beyonce's in town.
And also I live in Jersey City, so like that's right there. So it was like 6:30, 6:40. It was like 6:45, honestly, because it was about to be 7. And I was like, damn, it's about to be 7, but fuck it. Let me go on StubHub and see how much these tickets are going for. To all of the girlies that are listening, you have to go on StubHub, because StubHub is where people, and I don't know about the other resale apps because I really don't be on them. I just use StubHub. Like, I either do Ticketmaster or StubHub. And so anyways, I went on StubHub to get some resale tickets, because no shade, the Ticketmaster tickets are not going down. Do not go on Ticketmaster trying to find tickets an hour before. They're not going to be the price that you think they are. People are not buying those cheap tickets that you keep seeing on TikTok. They're not buying them on Ticketmaster. They're buying them resale from other people that are trying to sell those tickets and are not successful at selling those tickets. So last minute, they mark them down. So, anyways, it's 15 minutes before show. Well, 7 o'clock. You know, she comes out at 8:15. But it's 15 minutes before the doors open. And I go on StubHub and I find I find two tickets. Ooh,
Okay, Google, stop alarm. You
honey,
find two tickets.
that studio is modern, honey. Anyways, I go on StubHub 15 minutes before showtime, before the doors open, and I find two tickets for $39.
Girl, I've taken Ubers more expensive than that. Like,
And I thought about it. I'm like, first of all, I would have probably spent the same amount of money tonight just buying weed and being in the house cackling
and watching the concert on TikTok.
and watching the concert on TikTok and buying snacks and getting high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
the deal.
I was like, what, bitch? I don't give a fuck if I have to go to this concert straight from the gym, bitch. I'm gonna go see Beyonce. So
Hello.
but then this is the gag that was another thing. Ooh,
Ooh, them fingers.
them fingers. This is the gag about it. And I don't know if I talked to you about this already when we were on FaceTime or something, but I was like, yo, like it's really crazy how you think that you can, like, you really think that your friends want free shit, but your friends really don't give a fuck. I called 3 friends offering them to go to Cowboy Carter and they all said no.
What was more important? Because I'm like, I might go again tomorrow.
I'm like, and the
I
only reason
will
why I
be
didn't
purchasing.
and the only reason why I didn't call you because I don't want the listeners to start creating mess and then they in the comments like, why didn't you ask Edward? Why didn't you ask
Girl,
Edward?
I was in line.
Girl, first of all, Edward was there already, and two, Edward's in Brooklyn. So, and not only Brooklyn, but Flatbush. Like
Baby.
you need your passport to get to Edwards. So
2 trains, 3 buses, and you
You
have to
know?
ride a camel over here. Like,
Edward, it's not like, oh girl, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Yeah, just call me. Like it gotta be planned. It gotta be ahead of time. And like I said, it was 15 minutes before show. If I told Edward Edward would have came. That's one thing that Edward wouldn't have, but he would have gotten there for when she was singing Amen at the end, child.
American Requiem the next day. But
Your
this
original date.
I will be looking at StubHub for these tickets because
Yes.
this message is brought to you by StubHub, our partner for the evening. Make sure to hit the Patreon link below. And this is what keeps these episodes
Entire
coming to
story
you.
was just to say that StubHub is sponsoring us. Thank you, StubHub. We love you so much. And StubHub is sending us to the Beyonce concert in Atlanta for free.
Atlanta, here we
sorry.
come.
I am so excited.
We
Thank
are
you,
cutting
StubHub.
out our food from now.
Thank you, StubHub. Guys, go use StubHub. That's where
Please
you get
do.
the cheapest tickets in town. Anyways, back to the program.
Back to it.
So Miss Nicole Paige Brooks, chop for me.
On our standards, it is a chop, but
But you love her.
I love her.
Okay, so Lydia Butthole. What's her actual name? Lydia what?
Lydia Butthole Collins.
Lydia Butthole Collins.
I still don't. Is
I'm
the
kind of
pun
living for her. No shade.
Is the pun
Like,
in her
it-
name like butthole? Like lick Lydia
Lydia. I think it's,
Butthole Collins. Like lick your butthole Collins. Like
I get what you're trying to decipher. Not all drag names are like a saying
a pun.
written in a different way. I think that it's just butthole.
Go off,
the fact that
butthole.
she has butthole in that bitch. Corey's butthole to be exact. But I like this entrance look. It was cute. I also wonder if like this entrance look was just the next runway she had on season 17 before she
Okay.
got eliminated.
Also, I didn't know. I saw this on like a little side videos that they be posting. She made all her shit. That's crazy.
She made all her looks for All-Star 17. I mean, All-Star 17 for season 17.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler.
Lydia does not win this season, but she will be on All Star 17.
Right, and she will be making all her garments.
That's the season you're producing on set.
You're right. Drag Race will never let me on that set.
You're bringing
Anyways,
the queens off camera, and you're like, you're gonna wear that.
I'm like, girl, this is Drag Race. Ponte pa lo tuyo, linda. Like, come on now. The girls are leaving because production is harassing them.
But you're like, no, but I fuck with your drag. It's just like for this
I'm
competition.
like, it's not about your drag outside of this competition, but inside this competition, it's trash.
You're like, all right. And then, bitch, then the tuck is really messy because he's going to be here like, I told that bitch before she stepped on that stage.
Honey, if you're not watching the talk, you're only getting half the story. I'm telling you. Moving forward, Carrie Colby.
Okay. I'm excited for Carrie this season.
Okay, I didn't ask you if you were excited for her. I asked
Well,
about this entrance look.
well, I'm excited for her because based off this entrance look. How about that? So,
Period.
exactly. So, I'm
Clock it.
excited for her because she really. I mean, her shit was already elevated when she walked in, but I don't know. I feel like she's one with what she's wearing. Like the clothes is not wearing her. It's not like, oh, I'm wearing a Giuseppe and a La Loopsy tank top. It's like, oh,
I get that. Yeah, and
I'm
I agree.
here.
I agree. Everything that she wears as designer or like bought, it does look good on her, and it's not wearing her. I did like this entrance look. I mean, it did give fashion. Carrie is a fashion queen, or at least I think she's trying to cement herself as a fashion queen, because I won't say that it gave that in her original season. She did have some cute looks, but it didn't give. Oh, she's a look queen. But so far, I think she's trying to cement herself. I think this is a very strong entrance look. The entrance look is the place for you to show, in my opinion, your quintessential drag. Like, this is what Carrie will wear, when she's trying to be Carrie. And I think that this is quintessential Carrie.
I like it. A wet.
Now, something that I did tweet that I'm going to mention on the tuck is that
Insert tweet.
I really hope that. Well, I need for Carrie to give me more, because honestly, I don't know if just looking pretty is gonna cut it for me. Like, you're pretty normally. You're like your prettiness is so pretty that I sometimes cannot tell the difference off and on the stage. So I need you to drag it up for me. Like, I need Carrie to really drag it up. So I hope that these challenges somehow make her step out of her comfort zone and show us something different. I think
Dr-
Georges put it very well when she came into when she came in and said, "Listen, I've been on Drag Race already, and the girls know exactly what I give. But this season, I'm trying to give them something different. I'm trying to give them different silhouette. I'm trying to give them something that they're not used to me. And I think that that would be the best game for Carrie too. We don't want to see season 13, right? Season 13 Carrie, 13 or
14.
14.
14.
Honey, so many of them is hard to keep up. But we don't want to see that. We already saw it, and she didn't win. So we want to see something different, and I hope she brings that. No shade.
I think she has that mentality so far. Because even like her confessionals and her personality and her mentality
Her
going into.
confessional look is great. She looks amazing.
We're missing one more hoe.
Mm-mm.
That was all of them?
It's only 6 of them. With the Carrie,
Yeah.
with the Lydia, with the Nicole Page Brooks, Georges.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina Burner. Tina Burner. I'm sorry, Miss Tina. I'm sorry,
Tina
Miss
Burner
Tina.
on fire like the Hunger Games.
But while we're at it, it was a chat for me.
It
Regret
wasn't.
it.
It wasn't memorable because I can't remember right now.
Yeah, you
But
regret it.
it wasn't orange, so I'm happy. That's improvement.
It wasn't orange, so shout out to her. I mean, I think that she would have signed her own
That's
deathbed, death sentence,
her
deathbed,
death
whatever.
wish.
Death wish. If she would have walked in that shit with some like Tina Burner themed outfit,
But
girl, we don't want it.
I will say one thing that she managed to do is
Wait,
make that brand. You know what I mean? It wasn't for. It didn't have good following, but everyone does know her for those colors.
right,
Just not
right,
loving the
right.
colors. They're just
And
like,
it's crazy
ooh.
because those are some beautiful colors, and you could really make them colors like really look cunt. But I just think that Tina Burner, as much as she tries, no shade, Tina Burner is not cunt. Like, Tina Burner is like through and through, she's a guy. Like, when you see Tina Burner outside of drag, like, she's literally a guy. Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, a
Okay, hold
dude.
on.
Like, Tina Burner, the only queer thing that Tina Burner does is fuck other men. Like, she
She's
looks like a
actually Tina Burner is actually the second straight man on Drag Race. For
like
episodic
Tina Burner
moments.
legitimately looks like a construction worker, and this is no shade.
Her dig
I'm
it.
saying that it's for her to be cunt. It takes a lot.
What is cunt? Like Is there
Carrie Colby.
is there categories to cunt? You know, because I would say like Utica would have cunt outfits, but the way she would walk them on the runway is goofy, and then it
Utica
would
did have con outfits.
cunt outfits, but she wasn't cunt.
I think that there was Utica had. I think Utica's cunt
Okay,
in
okay,
drag.
okay. So what makes Tina Burner not cunt?
I'm saying that Tina Burner out of drag is a man. Like, but like, of course she's a man. She's a drag queen. But I'm saying like a man in the sense of like, some gays are like
Well,
they cannot beat these like the boy allegations. Like, like as gay men, like yeah, we're
we're still
men, but
mad.
but like there is like this like femininity to us, and like a lot of people say that gay men are more well kept than straight men, and that gay men care more about hygiene, and we're more metrosexual than straight men. I think Tina Burner is none of that. I think Tina Burner is a straight man in drag, but that's gay.
But that's gay.
You know, like let me look at Tina Burner's nails right now.
Nails?
Yeah, like I feel like Tina Burner does not keep her nails clean.
That was such a specific way.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly.
Like she's one of those gays. Like she's like, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Like she scratched her nuts and she's like,
Like literally, like.
"Well, go off, Tina.
But listen,
You Branson."
I'm talking as much as Mistress Brooks and as Mistress, and look where that landed her. Moving on. This week, the challenge for this new bracket of girls is a sewing challenge. Ooh.
Get those machines out.
All of the queens get an 8-ball that has 8 items inside, and they have to make outfits with each of the 8 items. And Michelle said, "We will be counting."
We love a ball, especially an 8-ball, and each ball.
It's not a ball though.
Well, each ball. It was like balls. Each
I know
ball.
that got me at first when we were watching at my friend's house. I was like, "Wait, so is it a ball?" Because the whole ball of it all had me like kind
I
of
was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. These bitches have to do a ball.
like a ball first episode, but also it's all first. Let's go.
I mean, but then they have to have each bracket do that. Maybe for the last one, that would be, I need a ball. Every season needs to have a ball.
Every
But
season.
nonetheless, they come in. They have 8 pieces that they have to utilize in their runway outfit, and I believe they get to select a ball, or someone gets to assign them. No, they just kind of got to
Yeah,
pick them.
I think they picked them. It was at random. Everybody
At
because
random.
you couldn't look inside the balls, so everybody just picked whatever ball they wanted. And then they saw what they got.
Who do you think had the best one?
Mistress. That cheetah print.
That yeah, she did luck
You
out with
know?
cheetah print. I think the only thing, which I guess we'll speak on as we go through the runway, is we have seen her in cheetah before. But you could do still different things. At the end of the day, it's just a pattern. But I think the silhouette she chose, we've seen it before. For me, I think the person who had one of the best like items was Georges. I feel like she had bright colors. She had like good fabric.
The only thing about Georges that I didn't like is that I felt that her stuff could have looked very matronly. It was like flowers and stuff like that. So I feel like that stuff can kind of like date itself sometimes,
Or
if
get
you
very
don't-
Marshalls.
if you don't wear it, very pedestrian. If you don't wear it the right way, very Marshalls.
Well, they get their sewing
But wait.
machines clucking. But wait, there's more.
Before you get there, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel on YouTube, and make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you're not following the Tuck, like honestly, I'm gonna beat your ass next time I see you, because why are you not following the Tuck at
He
the Tuck
said it's on
Podcast
site.
on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter?
It don't cost nothing but a
Um,
thing.
Exactly. So make sure you do that and leave us a review, guys, because that's really like it is about the views, it is about clicking, it is about listening. But what matters to these podcast companies is when people leave reviews, because if we're getting reviews, good reviews, don't be going on there spreading your negative thoughts, because your mama didn't ask for any of that.
When Tina
like-
Burner's going off in the comment section.
Girl, Tina, what did your mama say? If you don't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. So only go down to the reviews if you're gonna go praise, honey.
Oh, child.
Also, we're pay pigs. we're gonna leave our cash apps in the description box. So if there's any pay pig daddies that are trying to pay our rent this month, I'll,
Winkorella.
I'll I'll send you a picture of my toes,
The T, the O's, the E's, and the S, baby.
honey. Multiple streams of income, honey, because this rent, honey.
The way shit be.
Shit. Well, back to the program.
Us
Something
spending our rent money on Beyonce.
Right. Something that no, but I'm serious about that pay pig shit. Anyways, something that I found super hilarious was when they were all getting ready and Lydia goes up to Mistress and she's like, "Honey, like I wanna be your daughter. Like if can you bring me into the Brooks dynasty?"
Like,
And I think it's just hilarious because like this is already like the second time that Mistress is on Drag Race, and it's like bringing in a daughter. Like this is
On
her
the
third
scene.
daughter
On
the
set.
scene.
Yup.
So like honestly, Mistress is really iconic. I'm sorry, I love Mistress.
I mean, that's without a doubt. And like Lydia also made it seem so easy and possible. I'm like, so that's all I gotta do?
Right,
I want to be your drag daughter, ho.
Mistress. When I catch you on one of these gigs, you better get ready because I'm gonna have my contract, my adoption papers ready to go, bitch.
Whenever a House of Music,
Wellington Isabel Brooks.
they need to stop playing with me.
For
That
real,
is
because I'm just as shady and I'll give it to the girls. I don't give a fuck.
House of Brooks.
House of Brooks, honey, where only the cunt reside.
Oh.
But listen, also, whatever happened to Sugar and Spice? Talking about Mr.'s daughters.
They got aborted. Didn't they? Like, Mistress
Well,
don't fuck with them. I don't know the T or whatever.
I'm pro-choice, anyways. Moving on.
We need to get
Mister-
that scoop. We're gonna get that scoop. If
We're
you
gonna
know
get
what
that
the T,
scoop.
leave it down in the comments. If not, we're gonna do our journalistic research and
If
get
you
back
know
with
the
the
T,
411.
leave it down in the comments. Why am I repeating what you just
No,
said, child?
but
You
this is-
heard him.
We're gonna know who's really watching because it's like if you tapped in and you know the T, then we're gonna.
Right.
I need to hear it.
If you know the T, let us know. Raymond, I know you're listening, and I know you know the T because all you do is literally eat, breathe, and brush your teeth with Drag Race. So please let us know what's going on with Sugar and Spice. I need a report by noon in my desk. Also, so the gag of this episode was Mistress and Tina Burner go back and forth while getting ready because you remember when Mistress posted that picture of Tina with the rainbow wig?
Indeed, I did. It was hilarious. Mistress is always cutting up on Twitter. I love it. Between
Tina-
Mistress and Lux on Twitter.
Between honey, you, I'm asking the king to take me to the upper room. I cannot take getting flamed by Mistress and Lux at the same time.
Ciao.
So
I mean, Tina came in. She was a little pressed about the fact that
she didn't like it at all. She did not like that post. She felt like Mistress was trying to be funny. She was trying to be negative. She said that she didn't know her, so for her to go post her like that, and I'm just like, and then Mistress is like, "Girl, I'm not talking to you. Bye, Ronald."
no, there was something else that she said.
And she was like, I brought Tina Burner back to the forefront. Like, I hate that the girls don't say thank you for getting the little. And it's true. And then Nicole Page Brooks in the back, she's like, I want some followers. Go talk shit about me.
And then she's like, if you don't want no one to post your pictures, then take it off of Getty Images.
And it's
yo.
no shade.
Yo, Getty, pull this picture off. But also, like Tina threw that wig on. But we all have a good old
But
internet
mama,
pictures that follow us. I mean, with a wig on.
Child.
I know I have somewhere out there a photo with me in drag, and I'm like,
Let me know.
makeup B.
I know there's a lot out there of me, child. But listen, you went out there looking like that. You put that on and you said, Mama, I look good. And you saw yourself in the mirror and you said, bitch, I'm a rocket. So don't get mad that the girls are having fun. The thing is that actually Tina Burner actually probably also hated that look and hated the fact that people clowned her for that look. And she's really insecure about it. Because if she thought that she looked beautiful, why would it matter to you? Why would it matter what Mr. says? And also, I thought it was an unwritten rule between all of the Drag Race girlies that like they come at each other like that on Twitter because I feel like all of the girlies are always talking shit to each other on Twitter.
I be seeing Corey's tweets sometimes. I'm like, I know Susie too has to be fed the fuck up with Corey.
And
bitch,
it's like,
have you watched The Substance?
I wonder sometimes. I'm like, if I'm
No.
a, if I do I watch what?
Have you watched The Substance with Demi Moore?
No.
It's like that Twitter clip, and she's like, "That's supposed to be me," and it's like the young girl on the TV. That's literally like Susie Toots to Corey. Like, get my makeup off, bitch.
No, but I'm just like, I wonder as a drag queen in that world and in the drag race family, like if that gets annoying. Like, it's like, damn, every time you tweet something, it's like you throwing shade, and it is fun shade, but it's like, damn, bitch, that's all you do. That's all you do, tweet fun shade.
I feel like it comes to, yeah, like you need to know when to cut it out.
You know,
But I feel
like
like there's queens who know how to, because I feel like Corey is funny as fuck. Mistress, I feel like they have a good meter where they know when to like read the room. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think like a queen who is like, like,
Tyra.
well, I don't really that bitch ODs, but like maybe Silky on her first season where she was like just doing too much, and like she picked up
Yeah.
like Miley. It was like you're
But to be
doing a lot.
but to be completely honest, like, what's the difference between Silky and Mistress? They troll just the same.
Well, maybe I need to get a little more familiar with Silky, but I feel like Mistress has always had like funny, good-hearted intent behind it. I feel like,
Funny, good-hearted intent.
yeah. I don't think she ever means real malicious, like malicious. Like
Wow. And because
Mistress is a sweetheart.
and because Silky's black, she means maliciousness.
Race?
So, anyways, so these looks.
Well, these bitches get their sewing machines clucking. They hit the runway, and these looks are presented to us. We're gonna start off with who?
Present to you by Prep. Make sure you guys are prepped the fuck up. Don't be throwing that pussy around and it not on prep, honey.
June is around the corner. Make sure to get your updated pills and stay on the prep.
Because this episode is brought to you by Mister, the only place where you can go and get that prep just like you need it. They got you right to your door. Delivery, honey. It doesn't get easier than that. Bitch, if you're not on prep, it's because you lazy and you like being a dirty individual.
Ooh. Well, now hold on. Well, for those who can't afford prep, make sure to check out Mister's, where you can get a free subscription for your first trial of prep. Use the code.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start being rude to the girls that are not taking care of their sexual health.
She says she's sex ed bullying.
Honey, if you're not on prep, then you should be on like HIV medication. Like there's it's either two. It's either you're on prep or you're not on prep because you already have HIV and you're undetectable on medication. So like you there's no in between. If you're a gay man, an adult, there's no way you're not on prep. I don't give a fuck if you abstinent, bitch.
I feel like this is a question we're definitely gonna be pumping the city of DC, asking the locals and see what they think.
Do you think that prep is mandatory or not? Should you be on prep even if you're not being sexually active?
And shame people for not being on prep?
Should we shame people for not being on prep?
I think it's only right for us to now leave a link below where people can get prep.
I mean, this is sponsored by Mister. Mister, do your big one. Drop us that link.
Big one.
Drop us that link, honey. And like we said, this looks, honey. First of all, George's create. Listen, I'm gonna just say I'm proud of George's, but my love, I'm gonna hold your hands when I say this. It's a regret, baby. Mwah.
Two hands in Wellington's hands.
I'm sorry, baby.
You said it's a regret?
It's a regret, mama. I'm sorry.
Oh, gag.
She looks great, but it's a regret for me. No
It
shade.
was a wet for me.
It's giving regular season sewing challenge. It did not give All Stars.
Okay.
And for that reason, I'm gonna have to regret it. I don't think she looks bad. I just don't think it meets the criteria of the type of competition that we're on.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna agree with you because I didn't think like that prior to you saying it. I think judging it on All Stars level, I could see that, but off of natural, like seeing it, I liked it. It was a wet for me. I loved it.
Period.
I think she showed her legs. I think it had maybe hopefully a different silhouette at some point.
Mm-hmm.
in this competition, because running it back to her last sewing challenge, the one that she won, that she had like the cookie cutters and she did that little outfit where bitches were fed up and not having it. It's just kind of like, bitch, you're surviving on the body. So let's see if
She's
they get
always
another
had.
silent challenge and see what she presents. But it was a wet for me.
Amazing, amazing. And then we have Carrie Colby. And listen, I'm gonna say this.
A mess.
I'm gonna say this. If you're gonna wear this, then you better sell it. And at least she sold it. At least she sold it. At least she looked cunt as fuck on that runway, and she walked the fuck out of that
The final
out of that
presentation,
bathing suit um
braided.
that she braided and glued together to a panty and a bra.
I'll give her flowers for not, going in having a whole script about how she don't know how to sew. She made something. It was cute. It was cute for something to be made, but now judging it on an All Stars level, now that's a regret. It was just. I mean,
It was cute. I think
next
she could wear that
season-
out.
Next season, we're gonna start doing the challenges. Like, we're ready.
Why am I doing the challenges? I'm a viewer and
Oh,
a commentator.
She said, and that's it.
I'm not a drag queen. I never claimed to be one. Now back to
Well,
what I do, which
I'm
is
gonna braid my
commentating
shit.
when it's commentating about these girls on television.
Commentate. Commentate.
This was a regret for me, and while you look stunning and sickening, Mama, I do have to regret you just because this is way too simple for me, and this is All Stars, and I'm gonna have to hold your hands when I say this. You really sat there on confessional and said that, well, Lydia better make sure that she brought it because All Stars is not the competition to find yourself. All Stars is the competition for you to bring it and show out.
Damn, quote for quote.
And then this is what you put on the runway. I'm not saying it's ugly, but I'm not saying this is not giving. You're not putting your money where your mouth is because you're talking a big game, and then this is what you bring to the runway. So when she said that to Lydia, or about Lydia in confessional, I was actually really gagged because I'm like, Carrie, it's funny you're saying that about Lydia when we're looking at you the same way.
Shit.
Like, you better bring your shit.
Well, let's see what she gives us. Well, we saw what she gave
You
us with
so
this one. It was
pussy.
braids. Next.
Next, because I'm the only one that gives true opinions on this podcast, Lydia Butthole Collins.
Sure. Well, do you want to go first? I think we're going to start recording these
I love
earlier.
it.
You love
I
it?
love it. I love it.
Work.
I think she looks amazing. Drag is all over the world.
Yes,
everybody
it is.
deserves it, and everybody's right. Go next.
Next, I think it's a wet.
It's a wet too. Next,
Wet.
wet. Next.
A wet all across the board.
Well, listen, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Like, are you serious?
Girl, like, just because I'm not going to be rude and, like, not agree with your comment don't mean that you're the only one giving truth, bitch. That's my truth. I think it was cute. The only one that I think I get to regret from the batch is pretty much my Nicole. I think it was kind of like the outfit that we already saw from Deja with her stars. What about you? What do you think?
Well, Nicole is a complete chop. I'm sorry. Nicole is giving who's that girl? Beverly Hills.
Monica Beverly Hills.
It's giving Monica Beverly Hills season. Like,
Not
I'm sorry.
soaking clack.
You know, like, it's truly giving that. And I think that the judges clocked her. They told her, like, listen, the hair, Monica.
Now, Ice Spice would have
mean-
been like, I don't see the icon that you're supposed to be.
Right. I said Monica. Nicole. Nicole, Mama.
Miss Isabella.
I don't know if at this point I want to hold more than your hands when I say this. You need bigger hair. I think you should have went with your first outfit. That's the thing. RuPaul said to her, "Well, this is a silhouette that we're already used to when it comes to you," and I think that she would have been in a better place had she worn something that she felt good in than trying to push it to this and then provide this. Like, listen, I know I'm the first one to say you need to push yourself, and you need to give something that you haven't given before, but only when it's gonna be right.
Mm. I don't know what she was expecting. It was very pedestrian. It was very like drag
I don't
wars.
even think this is pedestrian because I don't know one human that will wear that. No shade.
I mean,
No
it's what
shade,
Deja.
mama.
The picture that they showed of the judge, what she had on was the same exact dress Deja Scott had on.
Like,
It
I'm
was the one
sorry,
with
like,
the stars.
yeah, but they just look good. This hair, I can't even look at the garment because this hair,
She went like this. She said,
you know how
and
usually
threw
you
that wig
say
right
like,
on.
you know how usually you say like, oh, you said she went like this and threw that wig right. You know how usually you say like, oh, she looks good from the neck down or the neck up, but she looks good from the ankles down, bitch.
From the soles of her feet.
From the soles of her feet to the stage.
Oh,
This hair, I will say it again. This hair, this face, mama. And then that's why Tina Burner was like, "Well, Miss Thing, I come ready to paint." And she's like, "Well, I don't do a lot like you girls do. Clearly, you don't, but you should. This is
well,
All Star. Oh, I have a booger. This is All Stars, and you're painting like you're going to Walgreens to pick up your prep by Mister.
not the full circle back. So our sponsored message by Mister.
Like that's what you're. She's literally dressed like she's about to go pick up her prep from the nearest Dwayne Reed.
That's what I wore yesterday.
Literally down Flatbush Ave. So yeah, no, Nicole Page Brooks, I'm gonna have to give you a regret, Miss Mama, and you really, 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 really need to bring it up because this is All Stars, Mama. But also, this is the format to bring girls like Miss Nicole Page Brooks back because they don't go home, so they get to get their little fame. And I think, no shade, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of the girls from the older seasons that I don't know how active Nicole Page Brooks is, and I'm sorry if I'm getting this wrong, but the girls that are from the older seasons that are not so much so active anymore, I feel like they only come on Drag Race kind of like to get that boost in new audience and reaching, and because a lot of these fans be saying that they've been fans for a long time, but they haven't. They haven't. Some of these fans started season 10, season 11, season 12, so they don't know anything past down the double digits. So
I feel like it goes both ways too, because there's people who like watch the first few seasons and then are not caught up with the current one. So it's a good opportunity to
So
like
when they see one of the
mix and
older
match.
queens from when they used to watch, they're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna go watch it because that queen that I remember from the old age." Yeah, I mean it is like that, but I mean, shout
In
out.
this case, it worked, for this platform, in this
Yeah.
tournament, which is exciting because now they are getting introduced to how the score breakdown's gonna be for the season. Kind of like last episode, Rue told them the top two is gonna be the winners type shit. If not, you're on the bottom, and then they kind of get gagged with the fact that
Wait, but what do you think about Tina?
outfit.
Yeah.
Okay, structure wise, it's a wet. Visually, I still think it's fucking hideous.
So you know what's so funny? Someone on Twitter said, when something can be made so well and so and so put together, but still hideous.
That's exactly
And
what
that's
that.
literally like it's a sewing challenge, so you really can't clock her because she sewed
All of that
all of that from beginning to end, and it's lined
with
and
required
it's
materials.
and it's finished, bitch. She did a fur jacket that's leather on the outside and satin inside.
So
in
we're
two
on the
da-
stage for 20 minutes.
In 2-3 days, I don't know how long they get to do this, but it's not. She didn't have a week, you know. So she did all of that. Everything's finished. Everything's to perfection. Everything it's sized to perfection. So I am gonna give it a wet for that because I'm always talking about did it meet the brief? It did meet the brief. So I'm gonna
Oh.
give it a wet.
Yes.
However, Tina, because I hate you, it's ugly.
We have 41
It's like,
seconds
nah,
of
I don't
kindness.
hate you. I don't hate you. I don't hate you, Tina.
No, I
The
agree
girls
with
are gonna
that tweet
beat
though.
my ass when they see me out in the wild.
Girl,
no, Tina,
I need to keep an eye open for us.
I don't hate you, Tina. It's just that I don't know. There's just something about Tina that I'm just like, you're such a man.
She
Like,
gonna
you're
put
such
a cigarette on your forehead.
You're such a man in a wig.
That's such an insult.
Like she is such a man in a wig, child. But she did that though. She did that, and I think that it's funny how she argued with Mistress about all of this stuff, and Mistress is like, well, you better bring it, you better bring it, you better bring it, because I also think that Mistress has that same mentality where like Tina's drag is corny and
Yeah.
it's gonna be really easy to beat her, and then Tina gagged alive, and then
The
we're in
judges
front of the
gagged alive.
judges and they're delivering and the judges are eating for Tina.
I was gagged. We definitely saw Mistress face crack.
Crack. And I really
Same.
thought like, okay, so at the top we have Tina Burner,
On fire like the Hunger Games.
and guess who else?
Well,
Lydia Butthole Collins.
she
Are you
fucking rude.
surprised? Yeah, she must be sucking rude dick. I'm sorry. Bitch, you get eliminated from season 17.
I,
You get added to All Stars 10, and then you're on the top the first challenge for something that, no shade, I don't think that should have been the top.
yeah, I think the only reason I question it is because I'm like, ooh, bitch, that was Mistress spot right there.
It was Mr. I mean, when you're looking at this at this entire situation, right? Obviously, Tina has one of the best garments, so boom, she's automatically at the top. But I think moving forward, I think it's easily Mistress without even questioning.
Just a different silhouette is what they're asking for Mistress at this point. And
But it's
again,
like
she was given material to create something out of. So hopefully what she brought is gonna like be a different
they're
silhouette.
asking Mistress for a different silhouette, but then they thought that Georges did a good job. Like, I'm confused, and it's the same silhouette that Georges
So
gives.
where
Legs,
is the
legs, legs.
consistency? Yeah.
There is.
Well, that
That's
was
one
my
thing about
thought.
this
That was my
judging
thought on
panel.
Bosco too. I always said Bosco hair is the same silhouette. It's like there are certain queens who get away with it. Plastique too. I feel
There's
like Plastique season of All Star, she wore the same shit. It was gorgeous. All of it was. No, actually I take that back.
yeah.
Plastique
I was
gave us
about
a
to
whole bunch of
clock
different
you.
shit.
I
Yeah, I was
about
like,
to
no, I take that
clock
back. She gave
you.
us a whole bunch of different shit. But
You
in the
saw my
sense
brain
of
be like,
no, I just ran back and I was like, nah, she had a lot of different outfits. Like they were
it's,
kind
it's so many All Stars sometimes, and some of these and these girls have been
Smirch.
on like 7 times, so it's like hard to pinpoint in my brain which All Stars I'm talking about.
Nah,
Um,
Georges lives on that set. Like they
baby,
have.
she's the one that set up the crafty tables at the beginning of every episode.
She gets to pick the snacks.
Yeah, she's like, okay, today I'm ordering fruit snacks and blunts,
Just blunts.
just blunts, no water, Diet Coke.
My kind of brunch.
My kind of brunch, gay lunch actually.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So at the top we have Lydia and Tina Burner, and if you're not at the top, baby, you're a bottom. So that
And
kind of gagged Mistress, and Mistress was pissed.
fuming.
I've never seen Mistress that mad. I mean, I've seen Mistress mad, but like she was mad
Jokey
at
mad.
She was mad at production. Like she was pissed because she's like, bitch, what?
She said, we
I,
seen
I,
the same shit here?
she's like, we were, and no shade. I feel like Mistress is also that girl that it's like, she will call it out how she sees it. She's like, they're rigging the season. They're rigging the season. Like
Nah,
for real.
I
This is
feel
what
like
we
production
doing.
saw like this bitch is coming in too confident. We need the storyline. We need to blow her shit because she gonna get through all these hoes' heads.
I did see on Twitter that someone said that they gave it to Lydia because to give her confidence since she just got off of a season that she was eliminated from, and now she's in an All-Star season with veterans, like that they put her on the top to give her confidence of
Well, if that was the case, she should have then been the mistress and just been on the top and then ended up in the bottom.
right. But
And
my
then they
whole
would
thing
have
is
given us
like,
great storyline with Tina versus mistress.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm excited.
I know, I know. Well, the lip sync happens, and Lydia wins the fucking lip sync. I mean, she did turn it. I'm sorry, she did turn it. Like Tina,
She gets
you
lost.
Tina mentioned 3 residencies in her check-in with RuPaul. It didn't give like you have 3 residencies, mama, because this new queen from season 17 that just got eliminated ate you up in a lip sync. What happened, mama?
easily ate her up.
Easily. That wasn't even that hard. She made it real easy. Like and she had a reveal. I,
Oh, Tina. Well, congratulations on being
man
on
with
the
a
top.
wig. Man with a wig.
Well, from that battle, Lydia gives her a good whooping. She wins her 3 points. Um, well, her extra point to bring her to 3. We have
Mm-hmm.
Tina now with 2, and the queens are told and revealed that they will all get 1 point that they cannot give to themselves, but to
Mm-hmm.
another queen that they believe is the MVQ. And this is when things are going to get juicy because this bracket, they're strategizing. They are on Survivor. They are on that island. They are ready to select. Like, not even select. They're just trying to see, bitch, where is the path that's going to get me to the end? And I think Mistress is hungry. For me right now, it's between Mistress and Lydia as our front runner from this bracket.
Period. 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 I think that this bracket for me, front runner is Mistress, Georges, and Lydia. I think that there's no. I was talking to Raymond about this, and we hope to have Raymond on the show soon so that he can help us recap Drag Race this season. But
Two
there's no
cuts,
way that RuPaul is eliminating Mistress. There's no way that RuPaul is eliminating
Lydia.
Georges, and there is no way that RuPaul is eliminating the bitch that's sucking her dick under the table.
Rusa, bitch, I'm leaving before any of those 3 hoes leave.
You know, like I think that also RuPaul kind of fucked up by putting all her hoes in in one bracket
She's
because
battling.
now she gotta protect all her hoes.
She's like, that, y'all really gonna have to fight it out.
It's Jocelyn's cabaret in this bitch.
I mean, but you know, Ru gets the last word, and he'll find a way. He's like, and
Right.
we're gonna have a plot twist. You get 18 extra points to
I'm no,
Lydia.
I'm actually
Like,
Ru's like whoever sucked the shit out the best gets 7.
and you know damn well Lydia, she probably do Wheel of Fortune on that dick.
Lydia, little
Tornado.
bitch. She
That
just
butthole be calling.
bitch. She on that shit and she literally rotates like
Oh,
on
Lydia's butthole calling.
in the Lydia's butthole
Butthole calling.
calling.
Yeah.
Push out, Lydia. Push out.
Breathe.
Breathe.
Lydia will be hosting at Lambda this weekend.
In the main stage.
The double fist competition.
And then they keep wanting you to push, and you're just like, and then I'm like, girl, I have no more air.
No, bitch,
Like
you got
literally, like if I keep pushing, like me voy a desmayar tú aquí.
that sweat beads and veins on the top of her forehead.
Like bitch, push out even more, bitch. I'm not having no baby.
Ooh.
Child.
Child is really back.
Well,
Well, we cannot wait to see more of you guys next week and what this next episode is going to bring. Next week's challenge looking like a what the fuck contest.
I don't even a rap contest. I think it is.
Oh, a rap roast. Yes.
A rap roast. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna
I'm
be
excited
fun.
for that. I'm excited for that. Well, before we end the show, we also wanted to let you guys know that we will be at DC World Pride.
World Pride, baby.
World Pride is in DC this year, and the Tuck will be there. So make sure that you catch us in the streets if you want to get interviewed with our new street series that we're going to be launching at DC World Pride. Yeah, so catch us. If you see us out in the street, come be in one of our videos. Let's chat, honey.
And shake it up.
And shake it up. We have some juicy questions. We're going to be hitting the streets with some juicy creative material. And we're so excited to see all of our listeners, all of our DC family, that because you guys are so amazing. You guys are always supporting and you guys are always listening to the talk. So we're so excited to go to DC for World Pride, hit the streets with all of the gays and be gay as fuck and unapologetic, honey. So
All
catch us
year
at DC
long.
World Pride next week, June 6th to the
7th,
8th. Yeah, June 6th to the 8th, DC World Pride. The Tuck will be there. So make
Woo!
sure you catch us there. I feel like I had another announcement. Did we have another announcement?
World Pride. Our episode is going to be releasing with a very, very special guest. So make sure to subscribe so that you stay notified on the special
Yes,
guest that we're going to be having.
A lot of people have been asking us for the interviews that we do, and yes, the interviews are back, and we're actually recording our first interview of season 4 next week, and we're so excited to put that episode out because this has been someone that we've been wanting on the talk for a very, 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 very long time. So I am just so excited because we're moving and shaking and grooving and
Indeed. And if you know
Slighting.
any drag queens or any local icons that do any queer content that want to come onto the Tuck and share their talent, let us know. We have
Queer
our
artist, if you have songs that you want to promote, if you have a new video shoot that you want to promote, if you have a new album, an EP, anything, if you're an artist, if you are an influencer, if you are just someone that's moving and shaking, girl, if you're moving that dope in the Bronx, bitch, come on the Tuck.
as long as you Q queer.
As long as you exactly as long as you cute queer,
We are.
we here for you. This is the people's shows. This is for everybody. So if you do want to be on the Tug on our interview side, reach out to us because we're always open to showcasing New York City queer talent. But yeah, that has been the tea.
Now you decide the shade, baby. Make sure to come back next week.
And subscribe to our show on YouTube and Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you're not following us already, make sure you are following us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at the Talk Podcast. Because if you're not following the Talk, you're only getting half the story, baby.
You know that's right.
I'll see you next week.
Toodaloo, buckaroo.
Love you. Bye.